Okay, I should be good to go here.
Alright, give me a countdown.
Okay. Let me just mute and see what I want to see here. Want to be able to see chat, just in case there are any questions. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so, hey guys. Hope you guys are enjoying PreNASA so far. My name is SecretHumorMan. We've got about a minute-long cutscene, so I'm just going to sort of introduce myself. I've been running this game for a little more than a year. I've taken a break from it pretty recently, but I use it as an incentive to run Bid War. Figured it would be fun to have a bid war for it. And I've been practicing this week, so it should be a good run. We're doing 100% Diddy Kong Racing, so we're going to be getting all of the balloons and all of the trophies and beating WizPig twice. We've got a couple cool tricks here and there. I'm obviously using TT the clock because he's the fastest. This is Taj. He's sort of like our host slash narrator. He gives us all the balloons when we get first places. Right off the bat, you're going to see me change to plane so I can collect all the overworld balloons. And once I collect all the overworld balloons, we'll be ready to go to our first world, which is Dyno domain. I barrel roll there to pick up a little bit of speed. And here's the fourth balloon. And we're into Dyno domain. Alright, so Diddy Kong Racing, it's a pretty basic speed run. What you're basically going to see us do is we're going to be doing a level and beating it, and then we'll be facing a boss. And then we'll come back to that specific set of levels a second time to do sort of the boss's silver coin challenge. And then after the silver coin challenges, we'll face the boss a second time. So each track you're going to see at least 3 times, because we're going to play it once for just the race, twice for the silver coin challenge, and then a third time in the trophy race. Although you'll see in about, I don't know, 20 or so minutes that we don't exactly do trophy races the intended way. So I guess just some basic things about racing in Diddy Kong Racing. So again, I'm playing TT. He has the best top speed and the best acceleration, so we want to play him. What you just saw me do there was I pressed start the frame after we crossed the finish line. If we do that, we can skip the 6-second or so cutscene where Taj sort of celebrates that we got first. So these are very important because there's 40 cutscene skips. So we always want to be sure to get those, because if we don't, it's 6 seconds lost. You're also going to see me pick up bananas throughout the run. Bananas increase our top speed and our acceleration as well. And the maximum you can pick up is, well, you can pick up as many as you want, but the max benefit you get is from 10 of them. You're going to see me veer off the track here because I got to get a key for the minigame. And I fell behind this platform. That's okay though. I got a boost to get me back on track. And so you'll see there, I missed the cutscene skip, so now we're gonna have to watch Taj give us our first balloon. Now, unfortunately, this cutscene can't be skipped, but the rest of Taj coming in to give us the balloon can be. Which one is a worse port? Probably Diddy Kong Racing DS. The game is really shit. And this is going to be lumped on top of the key cutscene, so we've got a while before my next race.
And the Super Mario 64 DS has some pretty fun minigames. Whereas Diddy Kong is just nothing.
Yeah. The only, like, cool thing about Diddy Kong Racing DS that I would, like, point out to would be that you can race as either Whizpig or Tosh, but they're also slow as shit, and you don't really want to pick them.
If you could just do Whizpig, like from the first Whizpig race where he's just running, isn't like by himself.
Yeah, that would be fun. If he wasn't on like his rocket, if it was just him running. There are actually ROM hacks of this game where you can still play as Whizpig on the rocket, but nobody really plays this. So yeah, basically the whole point of like optimizing these races is like trying to hit zippers, which you can see I just did on the ground to get that like super jump into this cave. We want to hit the zippers, we want to collect blue balloons, and we want to try to get as many bananas as we can throughout the races. And then other than that, it's just about coming in first, going as fast as possible. Boop. Slid into the sand there. Missed another cutscene skip. They actually do have a Shrek racing game, but I don't know what it's called. But there is like a... Because I know that Donkey rides like the Red Dragon or whatever. His like girlfriend from the movie. Okay, so Hot Tub Volcano is actually a really great level. You saw me sort of practice it before we got started. So if I take a blue balloon here, we can actually barrel roll out of bounds, and we can do this entire level out of bounds. And it's really great because in the plane you go the fastest when you're barrel rolling, and so you can kind of barrel roll with like no worries about hitting obstacles. Makes for a really fast hot top. Basically, I'm still following the level guidelines because if you don't follow the guidelines, it'll say wrong way, and it'll show that you haven't like really completed the race. So I'm just being a little bit safe. Ooh, and I almost clipped back in bounds there. But yeah, so normally that level is like usually a minute 20 to a minute 30 seconds, and I just did it in sub-minute. So that's always a very, very good way to do it. So I finished the four levels. There's 4 levels for each hub world. And now we're going to go to our first boss, who is Tricky. That's his name. Okay, so Tricky's race is pretty easy. Obviously, first boss, I don't want to overwhelm you. This is basically just a complete spiral up the mountain. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention, so one thing that is pretty easy to do in Diddy Kong Racing that a lot of people should know if they want to pick up the game is that usually people think in racing games that you're holding down A for acceleration. But in Diddy Kong Racing, you actually want to do A tapping, so I'm actually pressing the A button as fast as I can. What this does is it actually increases the max amount of top speed that a player can get, and so you sort of like break the game in that way. It wasn't intended. You can also A tap in the hover and the plane, but it is a little bit trickier. You have to A tap at top speed in order to get any benefits from A tapping. So I'm not as well versed in doing it, so I don't do it. Okay, so we just beat the first boss.
Well done, kid. Now try my new challenge. Collect all of my silver coins from around the Dyno domain. You must find 8 from each level.
Yeah, so he's kind of explaining the silver coin challenge now, so you'll see. Taj is going to give us a little hint here.
I've got something special for you.
Well, he would give us a hint if I had subtitles turned on, but I don't. Okay, so I'm actually not going to go into the levels right now. I'm going to actually go and complete the minigame. It's the fastest time to do this minigame. So in this minigame, we're trying to collect 3 Dino eggs and have them hatch before anybody else can hatch 3 eggs. Now, just go get them down, so we're able to sort of manipulate that. Whoop. I did a barrel roll accidentally. And now Diddy should be going to drop one off. Yep. Now I've picked up a homing missile because when I drop the 3rd one, I basically don't want anybody to take it, and so I'm going to guard it. And unfortunately Conquer actually managed to grab one, so I'm going to have to go get another one from the pod. Alright, now I'm just getting trolled.
The concept of this minigame is fucking scary. Where it's like, yo, this dude's laying eggs, let's go steal it from him just to fuck with them.
Yeah. So I've actually never... I'm hoping that they just don't steal this because I've never actually failed this part. Looks like they're not going to steal it though. Oh, I came in 2nd. Okay, we're going to have to do this minigame again. That's okay. It's only like a minute lost to lose. And now I should get the pattern correctly. So again, Conqueror's going to drop his A, we're going to steal it. And Diddy will drop an egg. Okay, now we're going to hope to place this egg and get it to turn around in time to dodge anybody who's trying to take it. And in fact, you know what, just to play it safe, I'm not going to drop it just yet. Now I will. And it disappeared. Okay. Now I'll be able to frickin' shoot anybody who tries to come take it. There we go. I don't know why the egg disappeared when I was on my platform, but whatever. Okay, so that was one of the 4 mini games, and we have to do all 4 of them to get the TT amulet, otherwise we can't complete the final boss. Okay, so now that we finished the mini game, we can actually go into the hub world levels again, and we're going to do the silver coin challenge. So not only do I have to come in 1st place now, but I have to collect 8 of these little Nintendo coins while I do it. So this can get a little bit tricky. It's not really too hard in the beginning because the levels are super easy, but it can get a little bit harder because you're trying to manage so many things at once. Hitting boosts, grabbing bananas, grabbing coins, etc. And there we go, I got all the coins, so now I can just race to the finish. And again, you want to get those cutscene skips, because they save you 6 seconds every time you get it. Ancient Lake's coin level is pretty easy because everything is like right there in front of you. Oh yeah, and obviously if you haven't picked up on it now, the blue balloons are the ones that have the boosts, so we always want to pick up as many blue balloons as we can as well. Whoops. Drifted into the water. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention the cutscene skip that saves this 6 seconds is frame perfect. So don't give me too hard of a time when I miss it. The good players at this game, they hit usually all of them, or a good majority of them, I should say. I don't think anybody has had a run yet where they hit all 40. Yeah, so that's one of the sort of RNG parts of this game, is that the computers have access to like the oil slicks and stuff, and sometimes they can just be right in your way. You don't really get a say against that. And there you go, Timber, just place another spike ball for me. And I keep pressing start too early. I'm trying to get these cutscene skips. Okay, so now Hot Tub Volcano. Obviously, we still want to use the out of bounds glitch, but we do have to collect all the 8 coins, and of course the 8 coins aren't out of bounds. So what we're going to do is on the first lap, we're going to go ahead and collect all 8 coins, and then we'll go underneath for the last 2 laps. So my first lap will be kind of slow, because we won't really be getting a whole ton of boost balloons. Okay, so we got all of our 8 coins, and now I can go ahead and do my out of bounds. So, if you're ever wondering like how I know where to go out of bounds, really, I'm just following the sort of like level outline that's on my map. And there you go, I accidentally turned a little bit too close. Luckily there is a backup, I can get back out of bounds. There we go. But the arrows on the sides of my screen are also helping me too, because they sort of show me like where I need to go. Alright, so we've done all of our silver coin challenges, so now we're going to face Tricky again. And Tricky, as well as the second version of all the bosses, will be a little bit tougher, but they'll still be relatively easy to beat.
If you can beat me again, I'll give you a special prize.
Hey, Swifty. Yeah, I apologize for my FFZ emotes. They're all like the other games that I run, like Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, and DK64. I don't really have any Diddy Kong Racing emotes. Well, run's over. No, I'm just kidding. So actually, on most of our boss cutscenes, it's actually faster to reset and go back through the menu than to watch the cutscene and watch him give you the amulet and stuff like that. So you're gonna see me resetting like a lot, but you're gonna see some prime top tier menuing. Okay, now we're going to be back outside in the hub world, and Taj is going to race us in a car race. And you're just basically seeing me choke at the easiest points of the game. It's pretty great. It's okay though. Car race is really, really hard to lose. Perfect for gamers like me. Alright, so we win the car race. Taj gives us a balloon. He says, okay, congratulations, you've mastered the car. I'll see you later. Alright, now what we're going to do here is actually one of the interesting parts of 100%. So I'm going to change into a plane. Oh, actually, I lied. I just remembered we're not going to do that trick for a while. Okay, forget what I just said. We're changing into a plane so we can come in the snow world. Okay, welcome to Frosty Village. This is a lot of the runner's most hated track in this game. It's very, very long, and there's a lot of bumps, and there's a lot of things that can screw you up. Also, if this is your first time seeing Diddy Kong Racing, you'll notice that it has a top tier soundtrack. Oops. Oh, does my runner display say I'm running 90%? Yeah, we are doing 100%.
Yeah, I just switched that.
So we have to take a really annoying detour here. Right here to get the coin. Or, I mean, not the coin, but the minigame key. What makes the clock the fastest? He just has the fastest top speed and top acceleration.
His handling is also the best too, right?
Yeah, correct. He's really just the best runner. Like, there's just no reason to play anybody else. And he takes a little bit of effort to unlock as well, because you actually have to do time trials of all the levels and actually beat his time as like a regular character. Yeah, so you'll see like on those long stretches where I know I don't have like any obstacles in my way, I'll just try to nail out like 3 or 4 barrel rolls because it's just the fastest way to get your top speed to the highest. I haven't gotten a cutscene skip in a while. I'm going to try to get more of those. A lot of people really like the Snow World music levels. The Snow World levels music, rather. So this is sort of the first level that we play with the loops in it. Now the loops are interesting in that they bring us to top speed, but they're also super laggy. So we try to force TT against one of the sides in order to reduce the lag. So again, we'll force him to the side. And there's one of those great computer oil slicks that they laid out for me. Man, I'm just missing them. Alright, so all the snow worlds are done, so we're going to face the first version of the snow boss. This is Bluey the Walrus.
Well done. Now I challenge you to a race.
And it's actually the first time in the run that we're in the hovercraft. So you'll notice that in the hovercraft, I'm actually moving my control stick left and right. This is a technique that we call snaking. And basically, that's the fastest way to speed up with the hovercraft. It's the fastest way of moving forward. Holding A down and just going straight isn't as fast. The hovercraft is actually the fastest while it's turning. So we're constantly turning left, right, left, right, left, right. We don't want to do it too fast because then the benefits won't be there. But we want to do it back and forth just enough to where we can start to see sort of a forward velocity. And once again, I'm resetting after we hit the finish line because it is faster. Okay, and we're back out in the hub world, and now Taj is going to challenge us to the hubber race. And again, I'm snaking left and right because that is the fastest way of moving with the hovercraft. I'm trying to pay special attention to these Nintendo flags because if we go too far away from them, Taj will mark us as out of bounds and he will prematurely end the race. So we always want to be a little bit careful about the flags. And the Taj races are kind of boring. They're the only races in the game really where we don't get any power-ups, we don't get any zippers, things like that. But we have to beat all three of them for 3 balloons. Okay, now normally we would go back into the snow level to beat the snow levels again and do the silver coin challenges and then beat the snow boss. But we're actually going to jump over here to Sherbet Island and do the water levels. And you'll see why after we beat this Hub World's boss. This is one of my favorite levels because towards the end of this level you can do something called the Blake Bates boost. The Blake Bates boost was named after a runner who found this boost. And I'm going to be able to do it because I actually have a zipper here. So what we do is we hit this zipper and then I use a blue balloon and then we hit this zipper. And basically we just go flying through the first part of the level. And I'm going to be able to do it again because I got another blue balloon. So I'm going to drift. Hit this zipper, hit this boost, hit this zipper. Whew. This is a really fast and fun level, Treasure Caves. There's a cutscene skip. It's been too long since we've seen one. So you notice on most of these levels when we're entering it for the first time, I'm hitting start and hitting restart race. That is a way for us to skip the sort of opening, like, wow, welcome to the level for the first time cutscene. We skip all of the opening cutscenes on the levels but 2 of them because some of them are actually faster than resetting the opening cutscene. Wow, I got another one. Okay, Crescent Island. On the 3rd lap of Crescent Island, I'm going to have to take a really, really big detour out in the ocean to get a key. for the mini game. But again, we won't be doing that till the third lap. But you can see that Diddy Kong Racing is really, I mean, it's a very simplistic speedrun in terms of like what all you need to do. Because it's basically just like, okay, beat the level, come in first. Beat the level again while collecting 8 coins, come in first. Like, there's nothing really like too demanding about it. It's just the optimizing of the game. That's when you really start to get down to brass tacks in terms of making it a fast speed game. I am by no means like really fast at this game. I think I'm in the top 20, but the number 1 and number 2 guys, Obayo and Miss Gazama Luke, as well as third place Tofu, they have really spent a lot of time on this game, optimizing it, finding really good strats, getting faster, finding ways to collect all 10 bananas on the first lap, and etc., things like that. Using the full benefits of every blue balloon and every zipper. They've really spent a lot of time in this game. 3 cutscene skips in a row. This is really good. So Well Bay is one of the 2 levels where actually resetting this cutscene is slower than just watching the cutscene itself. So we won't skip it. Missed the blue balloon there, but that's okay. Missed it again. There we go. Wow, 4 cutscene skips in a row. That was really good for that world. So, yeah. So basically, I mean, like, think of getting 4 cutscene skips as essentially like saving 1 whole lap. Because again, they are 6 seconds each. So I just saved 24 seconds by getting 4 frame perfect tricks. Okay, and now we're up against the Sherbet Island boss. This is Bubbler the Octopus. He's got some great voice masking on. Now, Bubbler can be kind of a pain because he actually spawns spike balls behind him. So we're going to spend sort of the first lap getting a good lead ahead of him so that we don't have to deal with those. Yeah, and now that we're ahead of him, we can be a little bit more adventurous and get some of these blue balloons. Wow, thought the spike ball was going to disappear before I hit it. That's okay though. Alright, once again, we finished, we reset, and now we're going to actually be able to see the benefits of what we're going to be doing with our trophy races. So we're going to do some, again, top tier menuing, and then we'll be able to see basically the trick that makes 100% doable, what makes it quick and optimized. But first, Taj is going to race us in the plane challenge. This will be the final Taj challenge we have to do. And again, on these nice long stretches, I'm going to be trying to do barrel rolls. Yeah, this is a great game. Very easy speedrun to pick up if anybody actually is interested in learning the game. Really, none of the tricks are too terrible. There's about one or two, really, that are a little bit tougher. But other than that, I mean, very easy game for beginners to pick up. So one thing that I should note is that I'm running on the USA cartridge, the NTSC. The actual fastest version for this game is the Japanese cartridge. I have a Japanese cartridge, I just don't have a Japanese console. In the Japanese cartridge, we have a very specific trick that lets us go out of bounds on one other track. And we also have a very cool trick called Dragon Plane. For anybody who wants to look that up and see it, it's pretty cool. Speedrunning is dying and it can't be saved. Alright, so what we've done is we've started the Dyno trophy race. So what you guys are thinking, you're like, oh yeah, so what he's doing is he's getting the Dyno trophy race. Well, no, we're not. We're going to start to do the Dyno trophy race, but we're not actually going to finish the Dyno trophy race. And I'll explain more about that when we get closer into the the trophy race, but just know that we're not actually going to be getting the Dyno trophy race. Now in trophy races I don't have to worry about cutscene skips, I just have to press A and peel through this stuff. So again, we're playing these levels just like normal. When we get to Tub Volcano, which is the 4th level in our trophy race, that's when things will start to get a little bit more interesting. But for now, just sit back and enjoy the musical compositions of David Wise. Yeah, I mean, the game is a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend a casual playthrough for anybody who hasn't played it. Fun racing game. Very unlike Mario Kart. For those who sort of grew up with that genre. Alright, so now we're on the Tub Volcano, and we're going to start to do our out of bounds trick. So let me go ahead and grab a balloon, I'll grab another balloon, and we're going to go out of bounds, but instead of finishing the level, I'm going to come over here to the finish line, and I'm going to go right underneath it, and if I do it correctly, it's actually going to do this little cutscene and warp us back out into the hub world. And from here, well, if I can get off the ground, we're going to go into the snow level. And we're going to enter the mini game. Hey Matt Tass, thank you for the good luck. Alright, so this is a classic like demo derby. Just try to kill everybody as fast as possible. Level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here where the missiles are. Nobody followed me up here. Here comes somebody. My boy Diddy. Okay, I have never seen this pattern before where they are just all hanging around the bottom. That's really annoying because we have to kill them. There we go, but they're killing each other now. No, don't drop down. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't actually have a homing missile. I thought I did. Okay. So, we get another piece of the TT amulet. All good, right? Okay, so now the game still thinks that we're in the Dino trophy race. By the way, through all of the Icicle Pyramid stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to back up and re-enter Icicle Pyramid. And instead of winning Icicle Pyramid, I'm going to lose Icicle Pyramid. And I'm going to do this by basically killing myself. Okay? Now, the game registers that as a 4th place, and it believes you got 4th place in the last race of the trophy race, and therefore it gives you the trophy. Now, you're seeing the Dino trophy cutscene, but it actually is giving us the snow trophy because we're in the snow world. That is a trick that we call trophy storage, and it's a very good way of skipping all of the basically longer levels in terms of their trophy races. Because the Dino levels are the shortest and the easiest to complete. So you'll be seeing us do the Dino trophy race a maximum of 5 times. Nice cutscene skip. No, we just earned one trophy. Yeah, we just earned one trophy. Basically, we started the Dino trophy, but we got the Snow trophy instead. I hope that should be a little bit easier to explain. We can only get one trophy per trophy race, but we finished the minigame in the middle of the trophy race, if that makes sense. It's a complicated trick that's in the game, but that's what happens. Whoops. Accidentally drifted away from that last coin. Oh god, we have a purple boost. Wow. At least I still got the cutscene skip. That's 6 cutscene skips in a row, by the way. Unsure how I missed that coin, but okay. Oh, I missed that one. The streak has ended. Alright, so we've got Walrus Cove, and then we'll be facing the second version of Bluey, the Walrus. And then we'll be completely done with the Snow World. Alright, 10 bananas on the first lap. And only missing one coin. Yeah, not a lot of people were fans of Bluey. Mainly because he cheats. He gets a nice little head start before the race begins. Which, fun fact, you can actually avoid him getting a head start if you press start right before he would walk forward normally. Thank you for the Franker Z, Holy Sanctum. Another cutscene skip. The hovercraft handles like a bistro? I'm unfamiliar with the term. Alright, so we're back for Bluey 2.
If you can beat me again, I'll give you a special prize.
See, he just starts to take a little... So Bluey is like right on my butt, but again, we're just snaking to sort of outrun him. And then once we get out far ahead of him, we'll be able to sort of explore and get some of those blue balloons. But for right now, we're just trying to stay ahead of Bluey. Okay, and I'm going to take a dip over here to get one. And then I'm going to grab this one and avoid the snowballs. I have not run GTA before. Do I look like the runner who had runs GTA? Smashing into all the walls with my cars? Okay, again, we cross the finish line. We get first. And we're ready for some top tier menuing. So we're going to do the same trophy storage trick. Although instead of doing it for the snow level, we're now going to do it for the water level. So again, you're going to see us start the Dino trophy race. And then we're going to wrong warp out of Tub Volcano and go into the water level. I figured that was the joke, cats. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying PreNASA Marathon so far. There's been some really good runs. Alright, so again, we're in the Dino Trophy race. Kind of have to do the same opening 3 levels again. Now, don't get me wrong, you can do 100% by doing the trophy races the normal intended way, but obviously it's much slower, so it's better to sort of learn the wrong warp out of bounds route. And I drifted the wrong way. It's always kind of fun going back through these levels and having to avoid all the spike balls and oil slicks and everything the computers have left for us. Gosh dang, all the AI had shields. You don't want to run into a shield. You'll basically spin out as if you hit a banana peel or an oil slick. Alright, so again, we're in Hot Tub Volcano, and we're going to go ahead and go out of bounds to the water level. Oop, I didn't go far enough back. This should work now. There we go. Alright, and now I am going to ask Taj for a plane, because I don't want to go all the way down there with a car. We do have to go across the ocean. Okay, and sort of same thing that we did for the snow level. We did it in Icicle Pyramid. We're going to do this one in Darkwater Beach, except that's a nice meme. I forgot to open Darkwater Beach, so I guess we're going to do it the normal way. Forgot to grab the key in Crescent Island. Nice meme. Well, that's not too bad. We're going to be completing a silver coins at the same time that we're doing a trophy race. Alright, cool. So again, there's our water level. And I'm going to have to do this a little bit out of order now because I don't have the key. We're going to go back in here and do silver coins. So what I'll have to do now is, because I made that bonehead move, we're going to have to do this silver coins level again, which shouldn't be too bad, just another 45 seconds or so. And then I'll have to do the rest of the silver coins as intended. But before I do Whale Bay and go into the boss, we'll just go into the minigame. So not too bad. It would have been much faster to do Darkwater Beach and then lose at it. That way I wouldn't have had to do this race twice, but that's okay. We have to redo the race because it can only load us winning basically one race at a time. So because I was still in the trophy race, it couldn't register us as also being in a silver coins race. If that makes sense.
Oh, $15 from Skeleton Bill. Love y'all. Pretty sure he runs this game.
I think he does run this game. Skeleton Bill sounds familiar. Yeah, the name definitely sounds familiar. Might have seen him on the leaderboards.
Crescent Island.
Okay, so I'm going to do Silver Coins Challenge while collecting the key. And this time I promise I won't forget the key. So yeah, this is why I don't like Crescent Island. We do have to come all the way out here basically in our car. And you know how well cars handle underwater, right?
Wrong way.
There's the cutscene skip. Nabbing TT. Well, we nab TT. We don't get TT in adventure mode. We unlock him in the tracks. So, technically, no. Alright, so this is a very similar level to Icicle Pyramid. Oh, I missed a shot on Tip Tup. Basically what we want to do for this is just hover on the red balloons and snipe people from afar with homing missiles. There actually is a brand new route for this where we actually chase people down. with red missiles and homing missiles and stuff like that.
$5 from CFB saying, I fucking love Skeleton Bill.
Where you at, Diddy? Cool. Turbo would help with this game, yes. It is sort of a rhythm thing, like you don't want to do it too fast, but I think Turbo would still be beneficial. Alright, and so we're going to leave this to go into Whale Bay. That'll be our last silver coin.
Whale Bay.
And then we'll do Bubbler 2. I'm getting the blue balloons, no problem.